Good afternoon, world, from the beautiful Philippines. Today we got to experience something quite unique, quite special, and something that I wasn't sure I was actually going to film until the last moment. And a beautiful day to do it as well. Hey.
I'm your follower.
Oh, really? Nice to meet you. Of course, when you live here in the Philippines, you're always surrounded by super friendly people, but one thing many people will also tell you is that you get invited into people's families. We're celebrating the 80th birthday of Papang, our landlady's father, who has been looking after us here on this land for the last 4 years. He's been a part of our life, and even though we don't interact that much because he's quite a private man, it was wonderful to be invited to this special occasion. 80 years is not one small milestone, it's a mega milestone. And the fact that he's still so healthy and so welcoming of us after all this time, so much so that even food is provided for us as a unit, it makes us really feel like we are special and part of this family. The extended family came together from all different parts of the world to share their stories and to basically come together for Papang and to celebrate this milestone. Kids were having great fun together, and it's so nice to see everybody running around here and for us to be able to document this experience. I mentioned briefly that I wasn't sure if I was going to film this, and I felt that because Papang has been quite private. You haven't even seen him yet in any of our footage because he has been quite isolated since the storm. I think was probably the last time I captured Papang on camera, and he keeps himself to himself. He enjoys his quiet life just like we do. But now that the family has come together and Mary Jane and her husband have retired here from the main island and come back to live, it was the catalyst for a new start. That's the way I see it. And I realised that my job has always been to document our experiences, the things that we go through during these years that we have on the planet. And if I don't film these moments here with my daughter, enjoying her time and going through all of these different cultural events, then I will forget them in a few years' time. I'll forget what things look like, what things smelled like, they sounded like. All of these memories I associate now with these videos and the people that we've met. We're all going through our different stages of life, and we're not going to be the same forever. Even the animals won't be the same. And I like to take note of how people prepare things, how they do things culturally and traditionally in different places in the world, because we forget that these are special moments. Just seeing Story dancing around and enjoying her time with that happy smile on her face, being involved is enough. She loves to dance, and Filipinos love to dance, so perfect. She's growing up in just the right environment for her, surrounded by nature, surrounded by all these beautiful pets and all these happy people. It really does make a difference to your state of mind and makes you feel like we made the right choices to be here. And here's the man himself. Story wrote a special birthday card for Papang. He's had a fresh trim for this milestone event. You can see he's looking dapper, doing the manapo there with Story, which is a very traditional cultural thing here for kids and the youth to show respect to their elders by raising their hand up to your forehead. And cheersing to Papang's birthday. Here's Mary Jane, our landlady.
Okay, everybody. Please toast to Papang's 80th birthday!
Yay!
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
It's kind of strange because we've been here for so many years now. We've actually provided a lens, a direct window back into this part of the world for Papang's own daughters who don't live on the island anymore, which is wonderful because our videos are given extra purpose. They get to see their father enjoying this place that he set up and has crafted with his own hands, and many of them actually grew up here enjoying this beautiful property when they were children, and now our daughter gets to do the same.
Thank you for giving me the 80th birthday and more.
The difference in age between 76 and 80, which is the time we've spent here and observed Papang's growth, is significant, and it makes me think about spending time with my own family too, and the things that we do together. My mother, or Story's papa, who's been to this land, is going to be 76 this year, so seeing Papang looking healthy at 80 years old gives me that inspiration that she will also be able to enjoy many more healthy years with us. She's obviously been here on the island and has met Papang briefly and understands what this place means to us and means to Story as well. She really enjoys it here. She always says this is her happy place, and you can see why.
Don't know where he is.
Thank you, Charlotte and Story. Next,
This was also one of our first experiences of a Filipino sing-off, and my goodness, some of these voices are incredible. We were watching the last of the fading light, and when some of the singers came on, some of the family are actually amazing at doing karaoke. When Lang Lang first started singing, I actually didn't know that it was her singing. I thought it was the recording directly from the video. So when I actually saw it was her singing, I was very impressed. I've heard rumours over the years about Filipino karaoke singing, but we've not really done much nights out in those kind of bars to hear it for ourselves. Sometimes you see YouTube and TikTok videos of these people singing and you don't know what's real and what's not. So to be here surrounded by the actual live singing, and even finding out that our Ate Mary Jane is an incredible singer too. We had lots of pleasant surprises today. Story mentioned after the event this was actually the first karaoke experience that she's had as well. So it's something that we hadn't really factored in, because obviously she's getting older and she's out in evenings more and she's exposed to this kind of thing more. Story is not shy. She does love to perform. She likes to be at the front of the stage if there's ever any kind of event that she goes to. So tonight was right up her alley. Story and her new friend Charlotte grabbed the microphone pretty early on in the night and had a crack at singing a song, but this particular song was one she didn't quite know yet, so she put in a request for a song that she actually did want to sing. Coldplay, Sky Full of Stars was her choice. And Story has proven herself to be pretty fearless in the last few years, standing up and putting herself front and centre for social occasions, almost extroverted in personality, which is quite the opposite from what Sacha and I are. We would consider ourselves more omniverted. We like to have peace and quiet, whereas Story likes to be out there, often the first to volunteer for anything, and if there's ever a moment where somebody says who wants to speak up or who wants to dance, she'll be there, jumping up and ready to go. I certainly found it very entertaining, to be honest. I'm not the type of person who likes to jump up and sing, especially in front of new people, but the last time I went to a karaoke night was before Story was born, so plenty of time has passed. Something else that blows my mind whenever I think about it is that I don't remember what I was doing when I was 7 years old, but I certainly wasn't entertaining in the Philippines at an 80th birthday party, and I know that these days we'll look back on them and it will be like a little documentary of our own life. She'll have this chapter to look back on. I feel like for the last few years we've been living in a world of extremes where people think that if it's not absolutely crazy or wild, then it's not worth talking about. But I think simple moments like this are also worth talking about. Sharing these moments with the world, we can also share that value with others too. I think sometimes as parents as well, we can wonder if we're doing enough for our kids, but I think surrounding them with happiness is one of the best things we've ever been able to do for our story. It's also really nice to see a genuine happy smile on Papang's face. For the first time in a long time actually, I think he's very happy that his daughter has come back to stay and life will be a bit different now. The extended family is actually going to be hanging around for a few more weeks yet, so there'll be lots of opportunity for fun family time. But for now it was just focusing on this special day and doing the birthday cake and taking pictures, so everyone's got a nice memory of this night. This nice mild night, it wasn't too hot, it was actually the perfect climate for it, and everyone had a really nice time. Kids stayed up late, we stayed up late, we all had a few drinks, and the music carried on until late into the night as well.
The middle one.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, blow! Blow!
Yeah, go behind.
You know, something else that I observed that's really nice is the family land is so big that the party could go on and there's no neighbours to bother. You can make as much noise as you want and you can celebrate for as long as you want, and you've got no one to answer to. So it was absolutely incredible to see Papang get up for his favourite song and go for a dance. And of course, classic Story, there's no stopping her once the music is playing. She wants to get up there. She seems to have no time limit, no energy limit, which is the perfect state to be in when you're partying.
It's another beautiful day here in the Philippines. I've just been spending my time contemplating some stuff that has been running through my head about how Papang was born in 1944. I was born in 1984. So there's a 40-year difference. Literally, I'm going to be 40 this year and he's just gone 80. And when I think about that, when I think about turning 40 and how it seems like, oh, I'm getting older, you know, I'm hitting that point in life where there's going to be a downward slope or something. Many people of this age start to feel that way. Even when I hit 30, it was the same thing. And yet, Papang has just gone 80, that's double my age. How many chapters of life have I got left here? How much time have I got to really appreciate the moments that I've got right now? I'm only 40. That's how I should be seeing it. I'm not even 40 yet, I'm still 39. But just going through this experience, seeing the happy faces, seeing all of the people gathered together, and realizing that this is my chapter in that story. And when I see Mary Jane here with Papang at her age, and I think to myself, at one point in life, that's going to be Story for me. Story will be a grown-up, she'll be an adult, and I'll be a grandpa maybe, or just an older guy. And where will we be in life? What kind of things will we have to offer? What stories will we have to tell? There's so many things that you can enjoy on this planet. I really hope that we stay making the most of things. And I do feel like for the last decade of our life, by being abroad and experiencing different cultures and living in different countries, that we have made the most of what life has had to offer so far. But there's more. There's more to be had. There's more that I want. And I feel like going through this experience spending this evening with Papang on his 18th birthday, spending time with the adopted family and just feeling really present has made me appreciate how much time we have left to do good things here. There's been a few times when I've mentioned that I feel like in the future, in the distant future, I might be a little bit like Papang in the sense that he has really taken an active physical role in keeping that little plot of land a home, a safe haven for his family. And I know that I haven't really had much opportunity yet to dig my hands in and start doing anything with our lands that we purchased on the south of the island. But one thing I do know for sure is that when that chapter of our life opens up, I'm really looking forward to it. Some of you guys might not know this about me, but I'm a very hands-on guy. I've always done trade work since I was a teenager. I've worked with cars, I've worked with construction. Those kind of things are part of my life and they do interest me a lot. So the idea of being able to put some of that stuff into practical use and to teach my daughter how to fix things, it excites me. And I know that that's coming. Right now, I feel like we're at the stage of our lives where travel is most important. We want to see more, we want to do more while Story is young. But I know not too long from now, maybe in the next 5 years, those priorities will change and we will start to focus more on building some kind of foundation that we can just kind of stack upon and then of course hand all of that over to Story when she's old enough and when we're no longer here. When I see posts on social media from people just about to turn 30 and they're saying things like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to handle getting older and life in my 20s is going to be sad to leave behind. And I remember being that guy. I was also that person. Sacha did it too, and this was pre-social media days when social media is so prevalent now. It wasn't before. So it can be damaging. It can make you think that you're missing out on life when really the most important thing for you to do is just be content in the present moment. Even if that means not traveling or not going all over the world. Some people are blessed by being content with what they currently have. And that isn't a bad thing. Some people absolutely love their routine. They absolutely love their 9 to 5. They love being able to work for the same company their whole lives. And that is absolutely fine. And the more I realize this, the easier it is for me to kind of place where I want to be in the following chapters of life. Those things didn't work for me. And I know now I'm talking about turning 40 this year and Papang turning 80 in the chapters of life. But there will come a point, maybe in another 10 years from now, where I'll say to myself, what was I worrying about? What was I thinking about? Things are different now. The world is in a constant state of change. So if you feel the desire, it would be nice for you guys to wish Papang a happy birthday, and also for you guys to wish our Ate Mary Jane a successful retirement. It's a big, big change for people to make this step in life, and how wonderful that somebody can come here and live in this environment with their family on beautiful, beautiful shores of Siargao. It's something that I really appreciate. It's something that I'm not going to take lightly, and I think more and more people should appreciate the present moment. As cliched as it sounds, it's definitely one of the most important things I've learned about my life over the last 10 years. Hello Story, you come to join me, have you?
What am I supposed to do down here?
Has the food arrived yet?
Not exactly.
No? Some of the food arrived?
Actually, no.
Really, nothing?
I don't know. I wasn't looking at the table.
Oh my goodness, you haven't been paying attention.
I haven't been looking at the table.
What have you been doing? Been playing games?
I have kind of done a bit of cheating in games.
Cheating in games?
Yeah.
What kind of cheating?
And Mummy was doing it too.
Oh, so you weren't playing properly?
Kind of. Anyway, most of the time somebody came over to me and was admiring my rabbit.
Admiring your rabbit drawing?
Toy.
Oh, your rabbit toy that you bought me. Oh,
yeah.
Should we go back and have a look?
Yeah, and the lady was trying to save a butterfly.
Oh, really?
So she gave one of her tiny little puppies to me, so I could like comfort it in case it ran away.
Sounds like you've been having fun in there.
like that small.
I've been missing out on all the action, haven't I?
Yeah.
Story, how was your first karaoke experience at Papang's birthday?
Very nice.
Yeah?
I actually really enjoyed singing.
Did you?
I loved doing the singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What song did you choose?
I chose A Sky Full of Stars.
Do you think you'll be doing some more karaoke in the future?
Probably. If somebody asked me if I would like to sing or dance at a karaoke show,
Yeah.
I'd probably say yes.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I enjoyed watching you sing. You were really good.
Yeah.
I was proud of you.
Apart from my friend Charlotte just
Yeah.
singing poop songs.
Well, Charlotte's younger than you, isn't she?
Yeah, she's only 4. 4 and a half? Yeah, 4 and a half.
Oh, these are the puppies you're talking about, eh? Very cute. Beautiful. And food has arrived. Just finishing up some incredible food here. The smoothie bowl and the wonderful mungo wraps, which are absolutely delicious. Super filling. This restaurant is a full vegetarian restaurant, but the food is just so satisfying. Do you enjoy your meal, Story?
Very.
Yes, and we got some donuts as well to eat. Donuts in a bag. Yeah, we're going to eat them here though. And we've got some coffee coming too.
Yay.
I am going to do the shout out for today that goes to IsShine5G. Huge thank you to you for supporting our channel. It makes a big difference, and we love the fact that we can make videos about this beautiful location. When you live in a place like this, it would be a shame not to make videos. So thank you for supporting those videos and being with us on this journey, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.